In Genesis 2:17 it says, this is Yehovah, but of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil thou shalt not eat of it, for in the day that thou eatest thereof thou shalt surely die, he says. Now, in the Hebrew, we get something revealed here that's not so obvious in the English. In the Hebrew, it says mot tamut. Okay, mot, surely, tamut, die. Now, this is talking about a certain type of death. Tamut is a certain type of death, and it's a different type of death to the one that Eve mentions here when she's recounting this to the serpent. She says, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, God hath said, ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die. Okay, this die is different. In the Hebrew, it is tamutu. Okay, so right from the beginning of Genesis, there's two deaths that are actually discussed. And she says that God has said that you will tamutu if you eat of this tree. So when the serpent replies, the serpent said to the woman, ye shall not surely die. Okay, what he says to her is you will not mot tamutu. So contrary to popular belief, the serpent doesn't actually lie about the death that they'll suffer. He doesn't try and convince Eve that she will not die. He just says to her, you will not die in the form that you've said that you'll die. He's deceiving her because he knows what she means. So the purpose of him telling this truth to her is to deceive her, but he's not actually telling a lie about the death. So right from the beginning, two sorts of death are mentioned. Okay, there's the physical death, which is the one that Yehovah is speaking about. Okay, you will surely die in the physical, but there's this, which is referred to elsewhere in Scripture as the second death, the death of the soul and spirit. Okay, the spiritual death, second death, tamutu.
They sound as if they come from the same verb.
Sorry?
They sound as if they come from the same verb.
Yeah, absolutely. They're just different types of that. Okay. 1 Samuel 14:4 says, and Saul answered, God do so and more also, for thou shalt surely die, Jonathan. Okay, so the Hebrew that's used here is mot tamut. You will surely die, you will suffer a physical death. That's what Saul is saying here. In 2 Kings 1:4 we see another example. Okay, now therefore, thus saith Yehovah, thou shalt not come down from that bed on which thou art gone up, but shalt surely die. And Elijah departed. In the Hebrew, mot tamut. In Isaiah 22:12-14, it says, and in that day did the Lord Yehovah Sabaoth call to weeping and to mourning and to baldness and to girding with sackcloth, and behold, joy and gladness, slaying oxen and killing sheep, eating flesh and drinking wine. Let us eat and drink, for tomorrow we shall die. And it was revealed in mine ears by Yehovah Sabaoth, surely this iniquity shall not be purged from you till ye die, saith the Lord Yehovah Sabaoth. Now this death that's spoken of here, in the Hebrew it's tamutu. So what this is talking about is the spiritual death, which reveals something interesting to us, because it says the iniquity will not be purged from you until you suffer the spiritual death. So our iniquity is not purged from us until the spiritual death happens.